She wasn't born for power. She was just Sophie, a teenage German princess from a poor family sent into the heart of Russia. Her mission was simple: marry the heir to the throne, a man she found weak, childish, even repulsive. Her only duties? Bear children, stay quiet, and survive in a court filled with enemies. But Sophie had bigger plans. She studied, she schemed, and she transformed herself. She mastered the Russian language, converted to the Orthodox faith, and took a new name, Catherine. Her marriage to Peter was miserable. He drank, played with toy soldiers, and humiliated her at every turn. Catherine was abandoned, ignored, and lonely. But instead of breaking, she grew stronger. She devoured books, filling her mind with the bold ideas of Voltaire and the Enlightenment. And in her isolation, she discovered allies, not in her husband, but in men who admired her intelligence, her ambition, and her charm. Her first great affair gave her a child, and whispers that her son was not Peter's. But Catherine didn't care. For the first time, she felt power move in her direction. Her husband, meanwhile, was alienating everyone: nobles, churchmen, generals. The empire hated him. Catherine saw the writing on the wall. If she did nothing, she would be cast aside. So she acted. With the help of her lover, she made her move. One morning, she rode out to the barracks, stood before the soldiers, and demanded their loyalty. The troops, tired of Peter's failures, roared their support. By nightfall, Catherine was proclaimed Empress of Russia. Her husband? Forced to surrender the crown. Days later, he was dead. Now Catherine was empress. A German-born woman sitting on the Russian throne. But she knew the truth. A crown wasn't enough. She needed loyalty. She needed strength. And she found it in her lovers. Orlov remained at her side, rewarded with riches and titles. But the greatest of them all came later. Grigory Potemkin. He wasn't just a lover, he was her partner in empire. Together, they conquered new lands, expanded Russia's borders, and reshaped the map of Europe. Some whispered they even married in secret. Their bond was unbreakable, passionate, strategic, and built on ambition. Even after their romance cooled, Potemkin remained her closest confidant. He even helped her choose her later favorites, young men who offered her companionship in exchange for loyalty. Her enemies mocked her endlessly. They called her unnatural, spread ugly lies, even invented the wildest of rumors about her death. But Catherine never bowed to gossip. She refused to live by the rules men had written for her. She ruled as she loved, on her own terms. For more than 3 decades, Catherine transformed Russia. She opened schools, championed science, and founded institutions for women. She became a patron of the arts, filling her palaces with masterpieces that would become the foundation of the world-famous Hermitage Museum. And she expanded her empire until Russia stood as one of the great powers of Europe. When Catherine the Great finally died, she left behind not just a stronger empire, but a legend. She had started as Sophie, a powerless foreign girl. But through ambition, intelligence, and the careful use of love, she became one of the most powerful women in history. Her lovers were not her weakness. They were her secret weapon, and that is why history remembers her simply as Catherine the Great.